Alright, just watched the Adventure Unfolds event hosted by DJI, and as expected it was the Mavic Air that was revealed. A small redesigned compact drone that fits nicely in your pocket. It turned out most of the rumors in yesterday's video were true, but DJI still has a few aces up their sleeve that missed the rumor mill. Let's look into that after the intro. Do you want to improve your drone footage, refine your video skills, learn about e-wheels, the future of commuting? Then subscribe to my weekly tips, tests and tutorials. Let's look at some highlights. We get a 32 megapixel camera capable of doing 4K but only in 30 frames per second. The bandwidth has been increased from 60 to 100 megabit to ensure smooth 4K footage. It can do 120 FPS in full HD for super slow motion capability. Stills can be captured in 12 megapixel and make 32 megapixel spherical photos stitched directly in the DJI Go app. Mavic Air has 8 GB internal storage. That will save you in case you forget your SD card, so that's pretty nice. All of that seemed pretty nice, but what's most exciting is that they actually heard my prayers and increased the dynamic range of the 1/2.3 CMOS sensor by making it possible to shoot in HDR to even out over or underexposed scenes. The 3-axis gimbal has been designed from the ground up and built so it's protected by the chassis. I see several advantages with this design. One of them is of course crash protection, but also keep the camera shielded from the wind. On top of that, the gimbal has been suspended internally on the sides, making the construction even more stable. It seems to be pretty compact and light and claimed to be 41% lighter than Mavic Pro and roughly half the size. Michael Perry, director of North America, had 3 Mavic Air hidden in his clothes on scene to prove this point. The propeller seems not to be foldable, but that's not needed because they seem nicely supported by the design when the Mavic Air is folded. DJI redesigned the remote as well, so the sticks can be removed and be hidden inside the remote to make it a better fit for your pockets. Another uncertainty by the rumors were the range of the Mavic Air, and it seems they have designed a new system with external antennas built into the landing gear. That will allow a Wi-Fi extended range up to 2.5 miles. The flight time is around 21 minutes, so this is quite a reduction compared to the Mavic Platinum. The top speed is around 42 miles per hour. We are now getting a rear obstacle avoidance system that will save us when we are doing backward flying, a typical collision error. Mavic Air has front, down and rear sensing capabilities from the 7 onboard camera system. That will allow not only to sense the obstacles, but also avoid them by planning an alternative route around them. Mavic Air comes with all the bells and whistles that we know from DJI software, including some improvements to active track, where you can tap your object instead of the green square, making it faster to lock onto your target. Quick shots are expanded with additional flight modes called Asteroid and Boomerang. Final gesture control has been implemented in Mavic Air and optimized for better response. Based on my experience from Spark, this was highly needed and now the feature might actually be useful. Compared to the Spark, the Mavic Air can be launched and landed on the ground with hand gestures. What do you think about the Mavic Air? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Price-wise, it's $100 more than what I expected it to be. So you can get the basic machine white, red, black for $799 US. This includes a remote, 1 battery and prop guards. The Fly More combo comes in around $999 with 3 batteries, a bag and some extra props. You can pre-order it already now from the link in the description below. It seems DJI learned their lesson from the Mavic Pro, as the first units will ship already from January 28, 2018. That's at least the estimate on the website. So what do I think about the Mavic Air? I think it's an interesting product with a lot of potential. But to be honest, I would have to see some real footage recorded with it in post-production to evaluate if it's worth the upgrade. I like that it's really compact, even more compact than the original Mavic Pro. I also like that DJI spent a lot of effort making it even easier to get it airborne and record. Tagging along with the trend of portability and easy to operate, I think this drone will deliver on that promise. Let's look into that when I get my hands on one. What? Kelly from Redesigned Drone already launched a hands-on review of Mavic Air. This is not fair. How can I compete with that? No, head over there and tell him that I sent you. And watch his hands-on review of Mavic Air. This is definitely something that is going to help you make up your mind if this drone is something for you. I will leave a link for his review in the description below.